Welcome back to Houston Life. And you may remember that we recently partnered with John Moore Services. We invited bright young minds to submit their business ideas, all for a chance to win mentorship and career coaching, plus a top prize of $5,000.
Pretty cool, right? So after narrowing down the applicants, judges chose 8 finalists to participate in a workshop with Houston business leaders. And next Wednesday, May 28th, you will get to meet those finalists and find out who took home first, second, and third place. Joining us now with more on the John Moore Jr. Innovators Program, President and CEO of John Moore Services, Don Valentine, and Customer Experience Manager, Claire Valentine. Hello. Welcome to you both. I was just sitting here thinking it would have been so cool if something like this existed when I was a kid. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I guess I'll just start by saying at John Moore, we're really blessed to be able to be more than just a home services company, and we're grateful for opportunities like this to uplift the community, but specifically empower youth. And we're really big on inspiring and helping the next generation of leaders. And so just kind of knowing that that's kind of, our North Star, we came up with this concept, which is, I guess you could say I don't know if we can say, but it's a platform for kids age 18 through 16 to be able to bring their business ideas or products to life. And we give them a platform to do that either through mentorship or funding. As you guys mentioned, the top winner gets $5,000, which is a lot of money to an 8-year-old.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually 8 to 16. So you're talking about kids that have to be inspired and motivated, and the kids are so impressive.
Oh, they might be 8 or 16 on the outside, but I think it's been very clear to us through this whole process that they're older than I am, more mature than I am on the inside. Unbelievable, the talent and passion and smarts of these kids that we've met.
Did you agree with that, Don?
Oh, absolutely. All of our judges had to up their game. Blown away.
I think Johnny Caraba was like, I'm not qualified to be a panelist.
A lot of fun, real deep questions, not just about business. And then we'll talk about the workshop now. It was questions like, are you having fun? Mm-hmm. Are you happy with yourself? The normal business questions, how do you get the money, all those, but really deep, really bright kids with passion.
Wow.
And Don, we're seeing some video right now of this workshop. Some of these young people, they showed up and they got to essentially learn from people like Meredith Jerica, we're seeing on the screen right there. She has a very successful company. Stephen Ives, who works with the local YMCA. Johnny Caraba, of course, we know that name very well. Yourself. This was a critical part of this competition. Why did you both believe so strongly that this mentorship portion was key?
Wanted to light the fire or keep the fire going. Mm-hmm. I started at age 6 myself. So when she brought this idea to me, it was like, yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So it was an opportunity, and we all had our notes and what we wanted to say, but one question in, we had to go someplace else because these kids just blew us away. Mm-hmm. A lot of fundamentals about business. Where'd you get your idea? How can it help people? Who's going to buy it? How are you going to fund it? Where do you go from here?
And a lot of them had answers to those questions, right?
Yeah, they had more answers, I think, than we did.
I just think it's wonderful because it gives you hope for youth, and you're saying, hey, there's kids out there that are still really trying in a world where so many things are automatic and handed to you. Mm-hmm. There are kids that really, really care. That must have been really hard. Tell us about the application process, because you got dozens of applicants. You got many people applying to be a part of the Junior Innovators Program. What was that like? What was standing out for you?
We got dozens and dozens of applicants. It was tough. It was really tough, but I think we were looking for passion and creativity, and I would say it was equal parts the idea and equal parts just the kid, right? And you use the word fire, of investing in them and their passion.
Their dreams.
Dreams. And I think going back to the workshop, I think what was really valuable for them is to hear firsthand from these business leaders, because they all had the opportunity to talk about different things, that just believe in your idea and surround yourself with people who believe in you and will support you and don't give up. and all of them, really had to hustle to make their dream a reality. And I think it was good for them to hear that. So
it wasn't all about the roses. We talked about the hardships as well and the perseverance that is required. They had it.
Yeah.
Every one of these kids had it.
and great parents. So I would say they're already surrounding themselves with people who are going to support them and encourage them on this path. The parents were so amazing. So yeah, it was a great day.
Parents and educators as well from schools. That surprised me that there were so many teachers and administrators who, some of them told the young people about this Junior Innovators program that y'all were doing. Can we talk just a little bit about how small businesses, they really are the backbone of so many communities, and having strong business leaders in a community translates into stronger communities. Especially, I feel like John Moore Services, your company, is so great at giving back to the community. Can you talk to us a little bit, Dawn? I mean, I'm surprised to hear you say at 6 years old you knew that this is what you wanted to do. At 6 years old, who instilled in you that giving back to the community was a critical part of small business?
My mom. She was very bright. Did not have a lot of opportunities, nor my father. But it started with one Christmas wanting to raise money to, I'm not sure do what, buy what, but had this idea. I think maybe it was my mom's idea to buy Christmas cards in bulk, get our little red wagon. When I say ours, my twin brother, and take that little red wagon door to door selling Christmas cards. And it was neat, getting money.
It's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And I just had the desire from that day forward to have my own business. And what a joy, what challenges, but the joy of overcoming them and building a business. If just one kid from this whole exercise walks away believing in themselves and their idea and they can do something, it's a win.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, let's tell people where they can watch, okay? Because this show will air. People will be able to see the third, second, first place finalists. They'll be able to hear the pitches. May 28th at 1 p.m. You'll get to see the panel reactions, the awards, the whole nine.
Dawn and Claire Valentine, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Our
Thanks for having
pleasure.
us.
Yeah.
You're a twin too. There's so much I didn't know about you, Dawn. We're going to save that for a future episode. And thanks again for doing this. Super cool. As Tessa just mentioned, you can tune in next Wednesday, May 28th, 1 p.m. You will meet all the finalists, learn about their business ideas and products, and find out who takes home that top prize of $5,000.
Yeah, and in the meantime, if you'd like to learn more about John Moore's community programs, all you have to do is visit johnmooreservices.com.